Wei Dinghai and his forces returned to Chaoyu Base, where analysts pieced together clues from an old Lu Fengda broadcast, Zhang Yi's resurfaced name, and a warehouse theft, pointing toward the mysterious power haunting Lujiang district. Simultaneously, Xiao Honglian's intelligence team traced a faint satellite phone signal from the missing Gao Yuan to the border area between Xishan and Lujiang, near Shujia Town and Yunk Manor. Dismissing Zhuge Qingting's suggestion to involve Wei, Xiao ordered Operative Dong Hu to investigate the two settlements, confident the weakened enemy would crumble under a swift strike. In Tianfeng district, the snow worship cult's headquarters lay in ruin, its courtyard strewn with corpses and black-stained earth. Women and children huddled under the remaining cult soldiers while the fallen adult males lay scattered. Zhang Yixian, his right arm charred and broken from Xiao Honglian's infernal furnace punch, felt only a numb cold dulling the pain. He draped his white fox fur cloak over the wound and limped to the high priest for treatment, acknowledging the overwhelming force of the joint Xiaowei assault. The cult's field hospital devolved into a macabre altar. Women in white robes moved among the wounded, offering bandages but no medicine. When a man with a severed arm begged for aid, a nun-like devotee knelt, whispered a benediction, and drove a scalpel into his carotid artery, proclaiming his swift passage to the snow god's realm. This mercy killing was repeated, rationalized as a divine blessing that would grant the devout a kingdom of endless bounty. Han Chang, seething with fury, condemned the attackers, while priestly Qian tried to calm the crowd, blaming fear of the cult's growing influence. Han ordered the dead to be carried to an abandoned building behind the church, a site reserved for the cult's highest rites, with Wu Huan standing watch to prevent enemy return. When the bodies were stacked at the building's entrance, the structure convulsed. Blood-red vines erupted from its depths, wrapping the corpses and suspending them from ceilings and walls. The vines exhaled a crimson mist, casting an eerie glow, while massive red cocoons swayed overhead, each containing vague humanoid shapes. Apple-like fruits sprouted from the vines, and the scene pulsed with a dreamlike, disorienting aura. From a high perch, Han Chang clasped his hands in prayer, whispering a chilling benediction, hoping the pioneer's flesh would become sustenance for the survivors, sealing the cult's dark ritual. Zhang Yixian arrived at the snow worship cult's church to find Yuan Konya concluding a blessing ceremony for new converts, mostly young boys brought by their parents. In a twisted rite she called purification, Yuan Konya had each boy lie on the altar, paralyzed them with a touch, and used a dagger to castrate them while declaring she was exorcising the demons within. A flash of holy white light instantly cauterized the wounds. The parents wept with gratitude, convinced their children's disobedience had been demonic possession, while the remaining boys screamed in terror and tried to flee only to be blocked and dragged back by their own mothers and fathers. One by one the children were mutilated, and the congregation departed singing hymns, leaving only Yuan Konya and the badly wounded Zhang Yixian in the silent church. Yuan Konya examined Zhang Yixian's mangled arm and began to channel healing energy, but he stopped her, insisting she had already expended too much power today. He reported that the Tianfeng district stronghold had fallen to a combined assault from Yangsheng Base and Chaoyu Base, with Xiao Honglian and Wei Dinghai leading the charge. Yuan Konya expressed surprise that the two major bases would coordinate so openly, then grew thoughtful when Zhang Yixian revealed a third, unknown faction had also been involved, a force connected to a man named Zhang Yi. Zhang Yixian described Zhang Yi as an elite powerhouse who had resisted Xishan Base until its destruction, and who likely commanded immense hidden resources. Though the Xishan Base's end was officially attributed to a Jiangnan missile strike, Zhang Yixian insisted Zhang Yi's involvement was no coincidence. Yuan Konya's eyes gleamed with cold calculation as she absorbed this intelligence. She acknowledged that Zhang Yi could not be underestimated and ordered that he be placed under close surveillance. Zhang Yixian then asked whether they should dispatch a grand decree to probe the man's true strength, leaving the decision hanging in the incense-thick air as the cult leader weighed her next move against this emerging threat. In the snow worship cult's church, Yuan Konya listens as Zhang Yixian proposes using the Great Decree to test the mysterious mercenary half a fox, identified as the leader of a third power in Tianhai linked to Xishan Base's destruction. Zhang Yixian argues the sect desperately needs an ally capable of standing against the major bases, having barely survived the joint Yangqingchaoyu assault that left him critically wounded by Xiao Honglian's infernal furnace. With resources scarce and the blood vine corpse trade unsustainable, Yuan Konya agrees to the test, hoping to stall for time to grow stronger. Meanwhile, in the Sudong village shelter's infirmary, Zhou Kor examines the military stimulant Zhang Yi retrieved from Gao Yuan. She confirms it is a battlefield-grade compound that boosts physical function 10 times more than her previous version and grants 72 hours of wakefulness, but at a horrific cost. Users lose over 10 pounds per dose, suffer full-body agony, require half a month to recover, and those with weak constitutions simply die. Zhou Kor mentions the military has developed refined variants with near-negligible side effects, though they remain exorbitantly priced and unstandardized. Zhang Yi, absorbing this, shifts the conversation to the rat poison he once deployed in Yuelu residential area. He probes the effects of a controlled 5% dose, insufficient to kill outright but causing irreversible kidney accumulation and slow organ failure if administered continuously. When Joe Kerr jokes about rats in the freezing sewers, Zhang Yi replies cryptically that the rats he targets are outside the house, and with cats like Hua Hua mutating, even rats might one day rule the earth.